Folks, today I would like to respond to one very important question from a gentleman who speaks English and he is from India. He is not a current viewer of my channel videos, but that question is really interesting question, very common question among people these days. Question is how to open third eye safely. If you watch carefully my answer to this question in this video, it will take you a long way towards realizing yourself, resolving several doubts and questions that you have when you are pursuing self-realization. Since that gentleman has no idea who I am, what is my spiritual experience, I would suggest to him and also new viewers a video that I recently published, which is on the Turiya state or opening of the seventh chakra. And also I would suggest the previous video, which is about self-realization. Okay. And if you are interested in my spiritual experiences, they are all in my another channel called Eternal Divinity. And in this channel, in some of the earlier videos, I have provided links to those spiritual experience videos in my other channel. This channel is mainly meant for those who speak English. Okay, let's start. What is this third eye? There are three kinds of mind. Note carefully. There are three levels of mind or three kinds of mind. One mind which is known to all human beings, which is a result of its physical representation of that human mind is the human brain. The other mind, for lack of proper word, I would call that as a divine mind. That comes when your seventh chakra is opened, which is very rare. I've been searching for somebody whose seventh chakra is opened. There is nobody absolutely currently in this world except me. And you don't think that I'm trying to promote myself and so on. So I talked about this quite a bit. I'm not interested in any promotion of myself. I'm not interested in money or fame, or I'm not your guru, I don't have a guru, and so on and so on. I've talked about this quite a bit in earlier videos. Okay, now when the seventh chakra opens, there comes a mind which is in one of the divine lights. I've talked in my spiritual videos, when the seventh chakra opens, people will see three divine lights: the white light, golden light, and the red light. These three divine lights are symbolically, figuratively viewed or imagined by Hindus as Brahma, Vishnu, and Sadasiva or Shiva. This mind has the memory of whole creation of the humanity. This is just a brief description of that. And this mind is in the white light. And this is what Hindus call Chit. the divine mind. Okay, now there is a mind above that, before creation, and that mind has no idea of creation. It has no knowledge of creation. This is before creation begins and after the created universe completely is dissolved. That mind, there is no sound, there is nothing there. There is only darkness, eternal darkness, and there is no time there. It's eternal. This is what I call eternal divinity. And it has no knowledge of human beings, no knowledge of the creation, nothing. It is there forever. Okay, now coming back to the human mind, let's look at that mind a little bit more closely. This is the mind, sorry, which projects dreams when the five senses are not impacting or not influencing your attention. Normally, when people are awake, there is something called attention, which you can observe very easily. For example, somebody calls you, then immediately your attention goes there, and that is the attention. And when you are dreaming in your sleep, or when you are normal, even when some people dream when they are awake, the five senses are not effective. They are not affecting the attention, and the mind projects its own thoughts, wishes, fears, and so on during the dream. Now, there are in the yogic terminologies, there are five chakras or five knots or whatever you want to call, corresponding to the five senses. And sixth chakra or the sixth knot is at the mind level, human mind level. All these six chakras are in the human body, and even including the seventh chakra, which is closed for normal human beings. Right. Now, you can, by some means, one of the usual procedures people adopt is they go to a guru and they try to open their kundalini, what's called kundalini shakti. The shakti is stored at the first chakra, the lowermost chakra, and then they try to raise it. When they raise it, that kundalini shakti, various energies in various centers get excited. They become more powerful. For example, if your second chakra is excited, and if your guts, if you get stuck there, you'll be extremely yearning for sexual pleasure, because that second chakra is is meant for that. I don't want to go into details of all the chakras. And when your third chakra is excited by the arrival of the Kundalini Shakti, when you try to raise it, it becomes people try to dominate others. They try to exert power on the other people, and make them to think or make them in their own way. Right. Now, if the sixth chakra is excited by some means, that is what is called opening of the third eye. And they not only see in the dream the projection of their own mind, but the mind of the universe, the universal mind, whoever has existed in this world as human beings, and not only as human beings, as beasts and animals and so on, and whatever they left behind when they die, all these experiences exist in the universal mind. But this universal mind is not the divine mind. Not that. This universal mind is still within the human body and the sixth chakra, but it contains all the experiences of people who lived in the past, especially people who lived in the past. Okay, now when the third eye is opened, the mind that becomes active is the mind of the universal mind, and that projects everything, not everything, whatever you want, whatever you, with whatever intention that you are trying to open the sixth chakra or third eye, with respect to your own wishes and desires, and whatever is there in the universal mind will be projected before you as a vision. You will experience it. Some people do it through meditation and so on. They even go and these days pay money to people to open the third eye. So the third eye, when it gets enormous energy, it will see, for example, the Shiva, or your God, Jesus Christ, Allah. I mean, they say that they cannot see it, but they will hear sounds from Allah and so on. And whatever people have written in the Bible, or in Quran, or in various Hindu scriptures, they are all based on this experience. And that's why they see a world as like a human beings. Shiva as a human being, Vishnu as a human being. I was told that Muhammad Nabi, I think his name is called Muhammad Nabi, who is the author of Quran, who experienced Allah, and when he went to the cave and seeking to experience God, he saw Jesus Christ and several other folks in the Western tradition, Western religion, and then finally there was a voice. He calls us an angel, one of the angels, and describing what he should do and so on. So whatever people have written in their religious books, they are all about these experiences of the third eye opening, and they see the information contained in the universal mind, nothing beyond that. It's not a, it is definitely, you have to remember very carefully, it is not a divine mind. It has nothing to do with the divine mind. It has something to do with the divine mind, but is because without the divine mind, there won't be any universal mind. Um, excuse me. So this is what you will see when your third eye is open. Be careful with that, because there are people who dreamed about ghosts, all bad experiences. Everything is there in that universal mind. You may be in fact, some of the people who try to open the third eye, they found all kinds of beasts, all kinds of bad things. They get so much fear, and then they immediately get out, and get out of of that projection, and they are so terrified, then they will never go back. So that's probably the reason why this gentleman asked the question, how to open the third eye safely. There is absolutely no way of opening the third eye safely. Whatever your desire is, you will see based on that what is contained in the universal mind. Occasionally, you may be getting a terrific, very fearful experiences also. Okay, so then let's ask the question: why people want to open the third eye? Because they want to realize their self. Some gurus have been telling that self-realization comes when your third eye is opened, and they get also some kind of power, very deceptive power, uh, God-like power sometimes, and they get deceived, and they also deceive other people. Teachings from such people are not really about God. It is what people thought about God in the past. That is what is very important to know. The right way to experience yourself is through love, unconditional love. I've published a video recently how to experience yourself and also unconditional love. The gentleman who asked me this question, I would suggest to him to go and watch that video. And also my other earlier videos. Okay, now there are um, there are better ways of opening the third eye. And it's not a better way. That is the only right way to open the third eye, human third eye. And that happens, that opening is not by human effort, but by an energy which is beyond the human mind, which is in the realm of after opening the seventh chakra. And that energy can open this sixth chakra. This is again very, very, very rare. And some of the rishis in the past in Indian tradition, they have experienced it. They do meditate, they pray, and so on. And this is important. When all of them at one time they give up their meditation, they stop their medication, they totally renounce everything that they have learned about religion, human experience, and they totally forget what the reason why they want to open the sixth chakra. They have to renounce totally, not for namesake, but really, including their own favorite god, including their own self. Everything they have to renounce, which is extremely rare. In that case, the third eye, human third eye, will be open and they will experience certain things. Again, they when the energy beyond human mind opens the human third eye, the rishis, they see certain truths. Like, for example, the three divine lights and so on. But they will still be, the one important thing is they will be still worshipping God. They will start worshipping what they see. Uh, they cannot realize that they are something beyond the seventh chakra, beyond the human mind. They will, for some reasons, for one of the reasons is to um, to guide some people when the world is going in the wrong direction, or when the people around them are going in the wrong direction, destroying the creation, and when when they are not yet ready to open the seventh chakra, when they have no power to open the seventh chakra, then such things happen, which is very, very, very rare. And by the way, the seventh chakra is opened only for divine avatars. That is extremely, extremely rare. And even among those occasions, very, very, very rarely you will there will be someone who has the experience of being beyond the creation, one who existed before creation, one who will exist after dissolution of all the creation. And it is extremely rare. And that is what is eternal divinity, realizing the eternal divinity. And they will never ever worship anything because they are the eternal divinity. Okay. Now, so what is the best way to realize oneself? Very briefly, because it is I've discussed very in much detail in the previous video, but let me add to that a little bit more since I have some time. There, basically, what in that video I said is, look at the 1 month or a few days old child. That child has a divine smile, divine love. That child is so happy. It smiles everybody without any division. He has no idea of who they are, who are the people whom it is seeing, or the child is seeing, but it smiles. That is really the state of pure self. And over the time, in order to live in this universe, in this world that known to human beings, they objectify themselves. They become a representation in the human mind, like the idea of you in your mind. And also another level, in your body, you try to represent, you try to have a representation which is visible to the five senses. These are the two representations of you, real you, which is undescribable at the level of the human child. These two fake representations in the mind and in the body of you, that it is with the two representations people live. And in fact, I said in the previous video, human beings are living a fake life in the fake represent world, because what they know about themselves is in their mind and the body. It's all wrong, in fact, fake. For example, I'm born in this country, I'm ugly, or I'm beautiful, I belong to this religion, and so on, so on. These are all fake representation of yourself. The child, the newborn child, has absolutely no idea of itself or herself or himself. And not only when you live in this world, you have a fake representation of yourself, you have a fake representation of other people. And it is with those fake representation of others you are really living in this world. You are reacting, you are dealing with other people. They are also the ones, the newborn children. And whatever they were, they are at that point, they were the real self. But people generally don't know that. Okay, so those who watched that video or who will be watching that video should get a goosebump, real shock to learn that all along in their life they have been living a fake, fake life, and their existence is fake, full of fake ideas, created by the others and the media and the books, gurus, and so on, so on. Sometimes even people whose sixth chakra, third eye is open, they spread all kinds of fake information about God, etc., etc. Okay, this should really wake you up. That awakening is this real spiritual awakening. And after that awakening takes place, though in order to deal with the normal day-to-day things, you will be using other people's fake representation inside your mind, but you will also see that divine smile, the divine child representation, which is undescribable. And that love that you have for others will be that undivided, unconditional love. And during that point, see, normally when people live their life, they need something else to feel happy. For example, you have to go to a movie, you have to go on vacation, you have to do meditation, or you will have to see you have to see your wife, a beautiful wife or husband, and you have to earn money, you have a luxurious house, and so on. But the happiness, the joy, when you are awake, in the sense that I told you, is inside you. It does not depend on other people. You do not need another one to experience that joy. It is inside you. That's very, very important. It's your nature. In fact, I've told in several videos earlier that everyone has a spirit body. This is a human body which has the human mind and the five senses. But there is a spirit body, and that is light body. Spirit and spirit body is a terminology used in the Bible. And I was told that Jesus Christ to his disciples told that you have to experience that spirit body in order to enter into the kingdom of God. That spirit body has those three divine lights, but you cannot see them. You will be, because it's yourself. You cannot see yourself without an instrument, without a medium. And if you try to if you try to see those three divine lights in which is you will be, what will happen is you will be projecting, you will be using your mind. That will be just a projection of your mind. Whatever is there in the universal mind, all the fake representation is the super fake representation of everybody who lived in the past. That's what you will see. So the important point is you can never ever see yourself, because you are yourself. And in order to see yourself, you have to have a medium or your instrument. And whatever you are seeing about yourself is dependent upon and is based upon, is dictated by that instrument. For example, simple example, when you try to see yourself in the mirror, and whatever you see mirror, for example, it shows left as right and right as left, right? So whatever you see there in the mirror is according to that mirror. Mirror is the instrument using which you are trying to see your body, but it is not the real self. Real you. You know that the mirror. When you remove the mirror, that what you see is gone. Same way, you will not be able to see yourself without an instrument. So stop doing all this, trying to your effort to see yourself. You can only see fake yourself, fake self. So follow or not follow, watch my previous video on awakening and realizing yourself. And if you have any question on that video, also in this video, let me know and I will respond. Talk to you soon, folks.